Bob Carr here for the Bob Carr Show. In the studio today, John, pleasure to see you again, sir. How are you?
I'm great, Bob. Thank you for having me.
So what's happening with the flag program, the flags around the Crofton Parkway? What's happening this year?
Well, I tell you, today is Flag Day. As you well know, your crew have put up the 152 flags that adorn the great Crofton Parkway. Of the flags, we have some Maryland, and most of them are the USA flags, but it's quite a feat, and it's quite an impressive sight, very patriotic. We're looking forward to a summer of the old glory flying high.
And during the winter, from what I understand, from what you told me and other folks, you worked hard getting everything put together so our guys could put them up today. So share with us what you do behind the scenes.
Basically, it's when the flags come down, it's the middle of November, usually right after Veterans Day. We sort through them. We have to pull out the bad flags and bad poles. Those have worn out.
Damage from thunderstorms and just wear and tear.
Exactly. Some that have fallen on the ground. Most of the time, if they do fall out, they're turned into the town hall. We rarely are missing a flag, which is great. But then they're stored. And in the springtime, we just bring them out again, and we have a general idea how many we're going to need because we did the inventory in the fall, and we just procure additional flags, poles, whatever odds and ends we need. You'll be surprised. Some of the pole caps come off, and we've got a couple of areas, little screws are, have to be fixed, and then we buy some holders if we need them, and then bands. And
where's the funds coming from all this, John?
The funds are raised privately by people that are concerned about the program and are endorsing the program. The Kiwanis has had the program a number of years, and they actually have a separate fund that they keep the funds in, and they use that money whenever we need to. And it's, in a general sense, we might spend $2,000 or $3,000 a year on new flags, new poles, and what's been happening is right along that we've been able to collect through donations, volunteers basically donating money to keep that program going.
Because a lot of people do know it's volunteer, and a lot of new people come into town. I get asked that all the time, and you guys get paid to install these flags and take them down and store them, and I was like, no, it's all volunteer. Everybody involved volunteers their time. So
exactly. So the program started in the early 90s by the Civic Association. The president at the time came up with the idea, and it had been run by the community, and it was, I'm not sure what time or year the Kiwanis pitched in and decided to.
That's when Pete started working with it? Pete Peterson?
Pete Peterson, correct. And Ed Dosick, who was president of the Civic Association, I suspect he left office and decided that he, through Kiwanis, would run the program.
I got you.
Yeah.
Because it's been a success for a long time.
It has been, exactly.
John, I know you mentioned to me off camera, you had something you wanted to add in.
No, interesting with the way the economy is going, and everybody's talking about inflation. Well, in 2021, we were buying flags for $16, and today we're buying the same flags for $23.
Wow.
So that's
a big difference.
It is a big difference, and when you
that adds up when you got over 100 some flags going on.
Yeah, exactly. A total
168.
152.
152. Okay,
Yeah.
It's a lot of flags.
It is.
John, appreciate you coming in today, speaking with us.
Great to be here.
And this wraps up another episode of the Bob Carr Show. We'll see you guys next week for another episode.